back again. It's been a minute. Life gets you busy sometimes. And while life is getting you busy, God still has things that need to be done. And if you have a calling, a gift, a presence, a blessing, give it to the world. Ain't no use of holding it. Go ahead, give it to them. Whether you heard it or not, whether it's your plan or not, whether things going your way or not, believe you always got God to lean on, man. I mean, I told myself that I would do these things, and as soon as I said I would commit myself to doing things, the devil jumped right on that thing and try to stop you. And he won't stop at just stopping you. He will try to physically stop you from writing, or physically stop you from being able to provide and do what you normally do. There ain't no reason to stop. Matter of fact, that's when you know you're getting close. Get damn close. And as I told y'all so before, there might be a little cussing in here, because we for the streets, baby. We for the streets. So we don't want to miss them thugs. Thugs need hugs too. Have you hugged your thug today? If you got a thug in your life, go hug him. We need hugs too. We need hugs too. We about to start that. Tell them, Nate, we're going to start it in a while. Thugs need hugs too. We're going to start that hug movement. Don't you hug somebody today. Be surprised what that hug will do. You be surprised what that hug will do. We going to start this week with the Big Bang Theory, man. It's one of my all-time favorites. To break down the word and get in. It's real meaty. It's real good. It's good for your soul. They say man can't live off bread alone. Come on, let's eat, people. Let's eat. We're going to start it right here. I got notes here, and we're going to try to get this thing going. Beware, my hands ain't working too right, so. But God going to bless us. Amen, amen. Lord, let's get more of you and less of me, and let's do this thing for Him. In the beginning, God created the heavens, and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Now, let's look at this thing. Now it's just nothing. There is nothing. There's no sound. There's no light. There is nothing. And God created heavens and earth. This is before He said let there be light. He said in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. There's nothing in the earth. There's nothing else, a planet. There's no water, there's no land, there's no people, no animals, no nothing. Darkness was over the surface of the deep. The surface of the deep. How do you have a surface and be deep? Darkness was over the surface of the deep. So no matter where you went, there was darkness. There was darkness. I don't care if you was in Compton. I don't care if you was in Watts. I don't care if you was down the bay. I don't care if you was in South Park. It's dark everywhere. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the water. Let's read that from another Bible. The Spirit of God is hovering over the water. There ain't nothing there. The Spirit of God is just hovering over the water. Let's read that from another book. Let's read that. We're going to read it a bunch of ways. In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth was formless. Wasteland. Wasteland. Why would he say wasteland? Formless wasteland. Because before God touches something, it's nothing. It's just waste. It's because we are all here with purpose to glorify Him. So you're wasting. You're wasteland until God actually put that light on you. And so it's darkness covered the abyss. It's an abyss. While the mighty wind swept over the waters. Now, this one says mighty wind. That one says God. Let's see what the King James says. I love these different translations because it gives you a different meaning for different people. Everybody learns different. They say it's 8 different ways of learning. We all learn different. In the beginning, God created the heaven and earth. The earth was without form, void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. So there is, you see how they said there's nothing there, but he said the face of the waters. How is there nothing there if there's water? Because water is something. But let's not even try to go there. The only way the water moves is the Spirit of God. One say the wind. So the only way anything ever moved on earth before was God. It was only some dark water. And the only time it moved every now and then when the Spirit of God just grazed over it. And then God said, let there be light. Now I'm going to put a picture up right now. This picture is going to show the Big Bang Theory. And it shows, right now, you see in Big Bang Theory, and it shows this, what happens from the time it said Big Bang. Now, think about this. If there's no sound, if there's no light, you ever seen a man who's been in solitary confinement, who's been in the dark and hadn't heard a noise? When he hear or see light or hear sound, he runs from it. It hurts his ears, it scares him. It sounds like a big bang when there was nothing. And now there is sound. Now there is light. There was never a sound. You ain't a woofer, a tweeter, a mid, ain't no equalizers, no amps, nothing. And somebody just screamed loud, let there be light. Boom. It would sound like a big bang if you had never heard a thing. Let me say it again. It would sound like a big bang if you never heard a thing. So he said, let there be light, and it boom. As my boy said, kablooey. That thing just bah, zap, just bang. Now there's light in this place where it was void and darkness and abyss. Oh my God, it's light. There ain't even nobody to cheer. Let me tell you now, there's nobody to even cheer and say, oh my God, thing is light. There is now just some light where it was nothing but dark. And God saw the light was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. Now let's go to my notes on this one. He divided the light from the darkness. Now I looked up all the different ways they got many different ways with this Big Bang Theory. They got the general relativity theory and the standard theory. This image that you're looking at is courtesy of NASA. There's a lot of stuff when you read on this in these articles. They leave a lot of we don't know. And every time in one of these articles they say they don't know what happened, I just put God. So they had a peerless era, no peerless era, and they said maybe another universe collided with our universe, and that made the Big Bang. But we don't know. Let's put it in my word. Maybe another universe collided with a Big Bang, but God did it. Let's read the next one. They had a quantum emeritus theory, where quantum theory, a law, quantum, based in gravity, quantum theory of gravity, but they couldn't explain where gravity came from. Now, this is based in gravity, but they couldn't explain where gravity came from. I'm going to explain where gravity came from. Gravity came when God separated light from darkness. Think about this. If there's nothing but darkness and you had to separate it from something that was never there before, what tools would you use? You're separating, if you were God yourself and you had to separate lightness from darkness, and God said, you got all the uses you can use. I want you to go out there and separate that light and darkness. I want you to separate it. What what would you use? Would you grab a certified lightning and darkness meter? Would you grab a lightning and darkness separator? Go ahead, get that dark stretcher from out the truck. That light bender. What would you use? God did not use a tool. He made a law. He made gravity. Think about it, people. What separates lightness from darkness? It's the gravity that all these laws are based in. They're based in gravity. It's quantum imaging is based in gravity. But they don't know where gravity came from. But I do, because God made it. Alright? So quantum gravity, it says it was, maybe it was gravity that pulled this universe into being like that. But we don't know what the gravity is. It diverges out of its primal state. Giving no credit to God, its primal state. How do you get a primal state? Who made the unprimal state? Give God his credit. Scientists, stop being like that. Stop being stingy with the information. If you don't know, just say God did it. It'll be a lot easier than you putting don't know in your books, because it discredits you with me, and I don't want to read your book no more, because the Bible always know. I give it know everything. But I just replaced every time they said they ain't know what God did it. So then they had this landscape multiverse theory, where there's a string of universes and tunnels and somehow some quantum energy state. Again, somehow, God did it. It transformed from this energy state into another state and became light. And then they had the cyclic universe theory. There's a continual expansion and collapsing of universes. Why they are expanding and collapsing? God did it. They will say we don't know, but God did it. It's constantly expanding and collapsing time and making universes. Just making universes for no reason. But I know God did it. He got a reason. Just because we don't know, don't mean that ain't a reason. So God's separating light from dark. Now there's no tide in this water. There's water out there. But he made, so now you can see the water. There's light and darkness. Think about it, people. There's light and darkness. There was this void planet out there, just dark. And God said, let there be light. Then he divided the darkness. See, I believe right there when he divided darkness, he made every science and arithmetic there ever was. The division of darkness. Remember I said, what tool would you use? He didn't use a tool. He made laws. And those laws divided light and darkness. He made the laws of arithmetic. Division. He divided. Here's the first arithmetic on planet Earth, where we had to divide the light. So we know he started the mathematics right there, because he's doing the first division on planet Earth. He divided the light and the darkness. Oh, that's good, people. That's good stuff right there. He divided the light and the darkness. Right there. It's the first arithmetic we knew. Right there. He divided the light and the darkness. Now, again, what tool would you use? You got to divide the light and the dark. What tool you ask yourself? And God didn't ask himself. He made gravity. He made quantum physics. He made the Pythagorean theorem. He made all mathematics and science, therefore separating light and darkness and giving us the basis for the planets to come. Because now the laws exist. We now, as human beings, will discover them later on, but they already exist and they're in play. See, God doesn't sit there and micromanage. He prepares, then he puts the thing in play and he let it does its thing. And this thing is going to get done, because God will get done. Okay, so now he separated light from darkness. Let's go back to it now. Separate light from darkness. And then he said, that was good. That was good. Yeah, that was good, y'all. That light was good. Did God call the light day and he called the darkness night? Now for you 24-hour day people out there, how you gonna get 24 hours a day, a 24-hour day, when there ain't even no sun and moon yet? He just got light and darkness. He ain't said nothing about a sun, a moon, a star, a cloud, a quasar, a moon. You sound like what? There is no 24 hours yet. There is not even a sun yet. There's no stars. There's just light and darkness. Now I had to ask myself, if it's just light and darkness, what is there to separate then? What did he do right there? Why did you need to separate? A friend of mine asked me, how did the devil get the angels to follow him? He didn't get the angels to follow him. He got them to believe. See, when God separated light and darkness right there, he made the first choice there was on earth, because there was no choice before. There was only darkness, and only God in that darkness. Then God made light. So now the darkness that used to be filled with God is not filled with God. The darkness is actually not God anymore, because God has now separated the light from the darkness. Now he didn't physically separate the elements, he spiritually separated them. And if the angels are with God, guess what? Some spirits went to the dark, some spirits went to the light. Because if you made two sides, there's got to be some people that go on in teams. So who team dark and who team light? Here we have the devil and God's separation. And we have the beginning of the devil's kingdom right here. So he separated light from darkness. And thus the evening came. Now you notice the evening came, and then the morning followed. And why do the Bible names it? Didn't it say the first day? Why didn't he start the day off with the first day? See, if you're 24-hour people, see, you can't even count a day, because he didn't even start the day off and say, and on the first day. No, because he was in the middle of making that thing. See, when you're in the middle of making a thing, you can't name it. You can't. Why is it that we don't count the 9 months we are inside of our mother's womb on our age? You ain't never heard nobody say I'm 42 and 9 months. They say I'm 43 years old. We don't count those 9 months, because even though we were in existence, we were not named yet. We had not saw the light. We were not actually in existence yet. We had not actually been named. Therefore, since we were not named, we cannot start to count, because until you are named, you are nothing. You have to name, you have to say it. If you don't say it, you don't get it. The Bible says, as a man speaketh, he also beeth. If you don't say it, you will never be it. And guess what? Until you say it, you can't start counting that thing. If you say you want to start a business, go get that DBA. It starts from the time you get the DBA, not from the time you start talking about it. The time you start talking about it is just the time you start talking about it. Go get it. Go do it today. Make that change right now. Go do it right now. Soon as you say it, soon as you make it, now start to count from that time and see what God do in that time while you got it in existence. Not while it's in your mind after you spoke it, after you said it. Let there be light. And we're going to continue with that one. Let's go, people. We're going to eat today. Now, we're going to eat. Now, then God said, let there be a dome. Here go you flat people. I'm about to break it down, flat people, you flat earth people. Let there be a dome in the middle of the waters to separate one body of water from another. Now, that's a dome. Now, people, do you want to talk about a flat earth? Where you going to put a dome on the flat earth? Now, the earth? He said a dome. Let me show you what this picture look like inside here. I'm going to pull this picture up right here on the screen right now. You can see this picture right here. That is a dome. And he said separate the waters. Wait, What are you separating water with? You gonna separate it? What are you gonna separate it with? And so it happened. He said it, and he said, and God made the dome, and it separated water above the dome and water below it. Now he didn't separate the water this way. He separated the water this way. There's water below, above, and below. Check this out though. Y'all know what's some water below us? Whales, geysers. You know what's water that come above? Rain. He just made the rain cycle. He made the rain cycle before we ain't even no plants. He just made a rain cycle. He put some water above us and put some water below us. He has just made a precipitation, evaporation. All these laws, he is making laws of physics. He is making science right now, scientists. Y'all need to quit it. He's making science right in your face. Right in your face. In your face. It is right there in your face. So now he has separated water, not seas. He separated the water. Now, check this out. He has separated this water. Why would you need to separate it? Again, he separated light and darkness. Why would they fight? Would they quarrel? They argued. Light and darkness couldn't get along. He had to separate that water. And the Bible says, what it says right here? It says, he separated the water. God called the dome sky. So the sky separates waters. So the earth, which was all water, and God moving over it, God put some light on it and some darkness. Then he separated this water with a sky, a dome. Let's read what it says in Genesis. Let's read the other translations of that. And God light the day, and the darkness called night, and evening and morning, that was first day. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of water, and let it divide the waters from the waters. It divided the waters from the waters. And we're going to come back with day 4, day 5, and day 6. Next time on He Speaks with Kareem Rock. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. This is me, He Speaks with Kareem Rock. We'll see you next time, bro. Till next time, y'all keep eating.